Speaker.
I call Sir William Seo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to begin with some pleasantries. E ngā mana, e ngā iwi, e ngā reo, e ngā haue whā, e ngā karangaranga maha, tēnā koutou ki ora tātou katoa. Tālo whalawa i lawa whionga ele whonga whetalai, whapea fo i le mamalu o sui whono o le maota whono. Ia marepa ia mawalunga o Samoa lo whawhongwhonga mai. May I just take this opportunity briefly to thank this House, Mr. Speaker. This is the last day of this sitting, and I appreciate and reflect to you the appreciation of the Samoan community for the acknowledgement of Samoan Language Week in the House. Particularly grateful to all of those who have attempted to use the language here, and I hope that you continue to use the language outside of this House here. I now want to pay my appreciation to my colleagues on the Auckland Governance Select Committee, the Honourable George Hawkins, Phil Twyford, the Honourable Shane Jones, and for the various colleagues from the Auckland region who participated throughout the consultation process. I think it is important that I acknowledge them because they were then able to convey back to this House in the in-committee stage what the people of Auckland were saying. To be fair, I acknowledge also the chair of the Select Committee and the way that he conducted our proceedings and all the members from the other side of the House. Tonight I've been somewhat reflective as we debated the third and final bill to set up this structure and have listened intently to the submissions made by MPs from around this House. And there are two Samoan sayings that come to mind, sir, that I want to expand on in my speech. The first one, wa liali le ba'al tuli. And that is a reference that the bird called the tuli, when it reveals its inside, all you see is bones, nothing more. But when it closes its wings, it looks nice and fluffy. The other saying is, e le falala fua lau le niu, e alon falala o na wangi le matangi. The leaves of the coconut tree do not move without reason. They move because the winds are blowing. And I have to say, sir, when I reflect from the first bill, the second bill, now to this final third bill, change is coming. And the winds are cold outside, and I have a feeling that it's going to be colder for the people of Auckland. I have a picture in my mind of Manukau City and the Auckland region. I got this picture on Monday when I attended the premiere showing of the movie called Groove City. It is a movie made by people from Manukau. It showcased the wealth of talent of people in Manukau. And you could not help, Mr. Speaker, but you cried, you laughed, you were overwhelmed with the joy that that movie showed. And I would recommend that movie to this House when it comes out. That is it showcased what I think is the best of Manukau City. And there are many murals that also reflect this. And my experience, sir, is that when we put up a beautiful mural on the wall of our town centre or by the library or as showcased by the Groove City movie, the minute some idiot comes along to tag it, some inane creep, and tags it, whether it be a yellow tag, a white tag, black or blue or red, it destroys the beauty of that mural. It really does. And I have to say, sir, that in the beginning, I think people of Auckland felt that when we talked about uniting the region, when we talked about the vision for the future of enabling Auckland to be competitive with the other significant cities of the world, there was some hope, there was some desire that it would be a good thing. But since then, when we've had the first bill rammed down in this House in urgency without consultation, the people of Auckland were up in arms and they said, Where is that consultation? The Prime Minister, Mr. Speaker, broke a promise, a pre-election promise, when he said that when the report of the Royal Commission would be made available, that he would consult Aucklanders. Aucklanders did not like the fact that in the first bill, it ran through in this House without consultation. And the sad thing about that was that laid the foundation for the death of the 8 local territorial authorities that exist in the Auckland region. And I have to say, sir, hold your horses, I have to say, sir, that is the sad story about this whole affair. Because in the second bill, because they listened and heard the anger of the people of Auckland, they decided, well, let's consult in the second bill. But instead of maintaining the due process in that consultation, they collapsed the process and shortened it, and people again felt they were not happy with the way this is done. So I listened to the consultation. Many Aucklanders in that second consultation felt, okay, not happy about this, but they felt, we'll be polite. I heard the chair that says, you just wait until the second bill or the third bill comes. There'll be some changes. That didn't happen, sir. In the third and final bill that we're about to debate and then vote on today, people lost their patience. There were significant individuals in the Auckland region that were quite angry and pointed out to the chairman, pointed out to the members of the government what they truly thought. And I listed what many of these significant Aucklanders said in my second reading speech. I want to say, sir, that as an opposition party, we have fought tooth and nail from the first, second, and now into the third bill. The third bill, sir, when it was introduced for consultation, was during Christmas period. Most people were not focused on anything. They wanted to spend time with their families. It almost felt as if it was deliberate intention by this government to not have the full reveal everything to the people of Auckland by introducing it during the Christmas period. And people submitted to the selection committee saying, the select committee saying that they were unprepared, they weren't given enough time to make their submissions. I want to repeat again what Aucklanders have said to me and to the members of the select committee. The national government's third bill is seen as a design of corporate governance structure for the Auckland region and its peoples. The majority of Aucklanders are opposed to this corporate design. The majority of Aucklanders believe the government supercity structure is about positioning a hostile takeover of the Auckland region's strategic and significant asset holdings. Submitters have described, sir, and I repeat, this third bill as a third strike against this government's recidivist determination to abuse, undermine, and run roughshod over the democratic principle of good governance structures based on the power by the people, of the people, for the people. The majority of Aucklanders did not vote for a national government to set up and flog off the assets which they put a lot of sweat and energy in. This bill is the final coffin. And I want to say that for Manukau City, this third bill seals up the fate of that wonderful city and its people to the unknown. We will no longer see the Manukau sun shining in the Manukau sky. It will no longer be the Manukau air that we will breathe from here on. It will not be the Manukau parks that our children will play on anymore. Groups and small businesses will have to redesign their names and logos at their own cost. We will lose a part of our identity because of this. And I want to now finish off, sir, by saying this government got it wrong. This government got it wrong. They didn't consult with the Aucklanders. They got it wrong with only 20 councillors. They got it wrong with powerful CCOs. They got it wrong with the local boards not having the powers enshrined in legislation. They got it wrong with Māori representation. They did not. That was significant submission from people of Auckland. They wanted Māori. This is a missed opportunity by this government, sir. They got it wrong by not giving clarity to the Pacific communities, to the ethnic communities, to the youth, to the many this disabled community, to the seniors, as Ross is saying, they got it wrong when they didn't provide any certainty to the business improvement districts. They got this wrong, and the people of Auckland are going to have to pay for it.
His time has expired.